Welcome to the meeting room at Global TV Talk Show, a broadcast service of globalbusinessnews.net.
Now, here's your host, Ed Cohen.
It's 6:30 in the morning here in California, and our special guest is in Catalonia, which Spain, Barcelona, right?
Yes, that's it.
Welcome, Mun. Mun, why don't you pronounce your name very clearly, and so our audience gets it from you, not from me.
Moon like the moon?
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Welcome. And
Thank
so
you for
you
having me.
are Grace and a goddess. And I think that is just terrific. Grace of no age. And I've been on your website and more than once. And I was just looking at your personal site as well. And following your story of conquest and self-conquest and comfort, and recognizing that you have a tremendous array of skills for life management and out-of-the-box thinking. And I understand that you went to Berkeley and that you've had a very varied life experience. And this project that you're in now is fascinating to me because it's like a life story. It's like, this is your life. Grace of No Age is a group. It's a business. Is it a business? It looks like it's a business on your site.
It's a platform. Let's
Yeah,
say
it's a fundraising platform with your shopping bags and medicines and aids, and all very professionally done. I have to congratulate you on that portrayal of your stuff. And but the real guts of what you're doing, Grace of No Age, is to be helpful to women.
Yes.
Worldwide.
Yes.
And but women of all ages, but in particular 40s, 50s. Is that correct?
Yes, from 40. Let's say from 40.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so now, having said all that and got everybody on the seat of their chair right now, the website is graceofnoage.com. And this is the founder, Mun Bau, right? That's
yes.
cool.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure being here.
So what is, in your words, if you could take 30 seconds just for a headline, what is Grace of No Age and how was it born?
Grace of No Age, like you said, it's a project. It's a project that was born during the lockdowns in the pandemic. And it's a project that you can find it at the website that you mentioned. And it's a platform. It's a platform where women from all over the world can find resources related to aspects in their life that they can be addressed better as we age. So we have a group of ambassadors, and these ambassadors are women also on target age. So from their 40s, all of them are professionals in different disciplines. One could be a nutritionist, another one could be a doctor, a gynecologist, another one could be physical personal trainer, another one could be a mindfulness psychologist, blah, blah, blah. So all these women come together from 25 different countries in the world to bring in content for women from this age as well that are looking for answers to situations that they are feeling changing in their bodies and in their mind. So we are a page that we look into serving people, women in this case, to age more graciously and to embrace their age with courage, with an attitude, and without feeling shameful because of it.
So the whole idea is leading a healthy life and productive life, and not slowing down,
Mhm.
regardless of what life can do to
Yes.
people. Okay, so once again, we're talking with Mun Bau, Mun, second word BAU,
Yes.
and Grace of No Age, goddess and founder of graceofnoage.com. This is really interesting. It sounds, I'm of the age that I'm very familiar with hippies, and not I wasn't one, but I played one for a while.
Mhm.
Um, but it sounds like it's a spiritual moonchild kind of thing, from California Big Sur to the hills of Catalonia to Bali and Australia. I read about you too. So
Yes, I'm an Australian resident as well.
you have a grip on what you want to do, and the communication of what you're doing is through this website that I've spent a lot of time on the past few days, graceofnoage.com. Um, so you're having a retreat in Egypt,
Yes.
and this is for women only.
Yes.
Okay. And and do you want to talk about the cost, or do you want to leave that to people to investigate on their own?
Oh, I'd rather talk about what it is, and yeah, I can give you an approximate of the cost. I don't know it by heart, but the idea, like I said, is bringing tools to women so they can have better lives. And one of the things we want to do is to just get them together now and then in different places in the world so they can enjoy an amazing time. And we are going to bring some of our ambassadors. So in this one happening in June 22nd to 29th, we're bringing two of the ambassadors. And we're going to be in the Red Sea in Egypt, dancing, meditating, but also visiting different sites like Sinai, Mount Catharina, etc.
Sounds great. Wow. Okay, so the ambassadors, the members, ambassadors.
Uh, I don't think I understand the question.
Yeah, so I'm trying to understand why you're using the word ambassador and
Oh,
not a member or
because
subscriber.
because the subscribers are the people that follow us.
Yeah.
But like I mentioned, our platform is it's made out of a group of women, at the moment 35, all over the world, from Hawaii all the way to New Zealand. And these women are our ambassadors because they are the ones writing the content that people that subscribe to our platform or that follow us will find on the site or on our social media. So ambassadors, one thing, member subscribers is another. So we can have up to 19 people in the retreat, and will be three of the ambassadors, myself, one ambassador in the UK who's living now in Egypt, and possibly one ambassador in India, and possibly one ambassador from Mexico. And they'll be organizing activities, talks for the women that will join us, other than the things that we'll do to experience a destination. That's why I use different words.
Got it. Okay.
This episode from the meeting room of Global TV Talk Show is brought to you by Porchlight Rental and Destination Services. Reduce your renter lump sum or managed relocation costs. Visit them at porchlightrental.com.
And by airs.com. With our full range of services, we can help design and manage your international relocation. Find us at airs.com.
Primestone Partners, featuring corporate, government, and developer housing solutions, as well as senior-level advisory services. Find them at primestonepartners.com.
Stop dreaming and start living overseas. International lifestyle consultant Emily Braun can help you seamlessly transition to your new life in your dream destination. Whether you are a retiree, a digital nomad, or a mobile executive, Emily Braun can make your transition overseas a success. Visit emilybraun.com.
Coutalis is a global group with a worldwide footprint. With 16 agencies in 10 countries, Coutalis offers companies and mobile professionals a unique combination of HR services and options. Find us at coutalis.com.
Take your communication skills to the next level. Barbara Bolt of Bolt Global has a passion to make you shine. As our globe expands, effective intercultural communication and presentation is a must. Visit boltglobal.com.
All right, so now I want to zero in on the drive, that driving force that caused you to want to do this, from a personal view and from a business view. But I'm reading here, again, I'm reading all this stuff over and over again to make sure I get it, that it's a personal drive and the business is sort of, well, how am I going to pay for this? So you need a business format. And so the shopping side of your website is really interesting and very well done, by the way.
Thank you.
And it is very attractive. So how much does it cost to join?
It's free.
Yeah, there you go. So that wasn't clear. Okay, and so if people want to go on this retreat, of course, you have to get there, right? You have to pay to get there.
To get to our webpage and enjoy the resources that we offer there, that's free.
Yeah.
To join the retreat, it's not free because we've got to provide accommodation, guides, food.
Right.
So obviously it's not free. So I think if someone books before the 15th of May on a double room is something like 1,250 American dollars. And after that, after the 15th of May is something like 1,500, something like that. A double room, everything included, but they've got to fly themselves to the destination. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Okay, and COVID safe? Everything was safe?
Of course, yeah. Egypt is a very safe destination. And,
yeah, Sharm el Sheikh is famous on the Israeli-Egypt border, on a big resort. So I'm sure it'll be beautiful. So the idea is that once people are there, they're going to, it's a meet and greet, it's a networking thing, but the whole idea is to be healthy and to meet new people.
Yes, it's like a group of up to 15 women will get together at a very nice camp. It's nothing like the fancy upscale resorts. It's a nice resort run by a family. So it's got all the luxury of the experience by the beach and very good food because they have their own farm. So they grow their own vegetables. There are going to be options for any kind of allergies, if you're vegetarian, vegan, whatever you want. And every day we're going to have, say in the morning, we're going to have one meditation or one activity, which could be Pilates, could be movement, something that wakes us up. Then we're going to have a very nice breakfast, and then we're going to take off and go visit different things in the area. Like I said, maybe one day we go and climb the Sinai Canyons. Another day we might go and see the desert, visit St. Catherine's, which is the oldest monastery in that area that's still inhabited. Another day we'll go snorkeling on the coral reef. So we have a set of activities. Everything is very well detailed. If you go to our webpage, on the top it says retreats. You can find everything there. And then in the evenings, again, we're going to stay in camp. We're going to have like a bonfire, not because it's cold, because it's going to be very warm, but because it's nice. And then we'll just talk and do other activities, which could be I think it's going to be a new moon. So we might do we have a belly dancer with us. So we're going to learn to belly dance. We're going to talk about empowering women. We're going to have, again, very good food. Rooms are very nice. All of them have AC, so no worries about being hot. And then women will have their own free time. They can swim in the ocean. Oh, we're going to ride camels as well. So everything, it's going to be an adventure.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Okay. Again, the website is graceofnoage.com. So the word grace means to you what? I mean, I have my own ideas of what that's supposed to mean, but what do you think it means?
Yeah, it was hard to come up with a name that could kind of say everything I wanted to say. But grace, for me, it means elegance, attitude, something beautiful, something light, something that, it's good to look at. And we want women to understand that no matter, obviously they are aging, and that gravity is unforgiving. There's nothing you can do about it, or not much. Obviously you can exercise, you can have good food, and that's why we're teaching them how to do that. It's going to happen. But we want them to embrace the inner grace, the inner beauty, no matter what age. That's why we call it grace of no age, because no matter what age you have, you can be very graceful and age gracefully. So that's
you embrace Pilates. Am I saying that right?
Yes, I'm a Pilates instructor as well. Yeah.
And what's the big deal about that? How is it different from the other exercise routines?
Pilates is a method. It's not only like a fitness class. So it was developed by Joseph Pilates in the beginning of 20th century. And it looks into elongating your body, but making it strong. So to imagine what Pilates does to you, you can imagine a ballerina, how they are super strong, but lean and gracious, even though they are doing this massive effort when they move. So Pilates help you without having to be a professional ballerina to find also the strength in your core, because every movement we do comes from the core. Because if we have a strong core, especially nowadays where we're like hunching a lot, phones, computers, we learn to have better posture. So better posture give us a better life and makes us feel happier because we feel more empowered. So basically, in a few words, that's Pilates. And it was very popular among actors, actresses, and ballerinas, models, because really, if you take it seriously, it can sculpture your body.
Well, it seems to me that there's a lot of mind control. That your personal mind control for breathing and focus and maximizing the intensity of movement with as minimum an effort as possible.
Breathing is transversal to Pilates. And at the beginning, actually, it was a name Pilates, just Pilates, name it Contrology. And it's where the mind and the body meet. But then after he died and they continued, it was renamed Pilates, but the original name is Contrology. So you really got it right.
Do you think his wife, if there was a wife at the time, or a daughter, did they continue that, or did somebody just buy the name and put that name on a dance studio?
Pilates, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it was a lot of controversy about the name. Mm-hmm. So because they said it belonged to the owner, but yeah, now it's like Pilates is a method. It's like if you use I don't know,
like a style, right?
Yes. Well, no, because there are different types of Pilates.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's a method. There are different schools of Pilates, the same that there are different schools of yoga. So Pilates is a method, and then there are different disciplines. Different schools do things a little bit different, but there's a foundation, like in yoga, So.
Got it. Okay. This is really interesting. Okay, so let's talk about this concept of menopause, and you call it perimenopause. Okay, so everybody out there who's a woman knows what that means, but I don't know what it means. I mean, I read about it on your site, so now I know. But before I did that, I had no idea.
You want me to explain? Okay. Perimenopause is what happens to you right before you reach menopause. So menopause, it's when a woman hasn't had her period for 12 months in a row. So it doesn't, if you get it in between, you go back to square one, right? So that happens because our hormones changing and our reproductive cycle finishes. And when that happens, and before that happens, our hormones start fluctuating and changing, right? So like our
It's
estrogen
just nature.
It's nature. It's the same that when a teenager gets for the first time her period, at the beginning, her hormones go up and down, and sometimes there are all these mood changes and physical changes, which are due to the hormones doing their thing. So at the end of a woman's reproductive cycle, it's the same. These hormones keep on changing, creating different changes and situations. I don't want to say symptoms, but really there are symptoms, and there are many. Some women don't have many, some women don't have any, some people, they have plenty, which can be physical and mentally, from feeling depressed, putting on weight, to having hot flashes, to not sleeping properly, to having dry eyes. So there are all a series of symptoms that it all depends on how well you've been taking care of yourself in your life. You'll have more or less. So perimenopause is everything that happens to you before menopause. So it's a period of transition.
And there's no set time because everybody's different.
Well, there is a set time, but not exactly. But it can start as young as late 30s, and some women have it earlier because they might have some surgery relating their reproductive organs and everything, so they can just right away jump into menopause. Otherwise, usually you start feeling the symptoms from 40, 45, 50. The average age is about 50 years old when you kind of get your menopause, which means you are done with the 12 months. But some women last until 55. So like you said, everyone is different, but it's between this span of time.
Well, this is really interesting. So your website's open to men, but
Yes.
your retreat is not. Is that correct?
Yes.
Hey, I gotta ask. I'm a happy talk show host, and I have to ask questions.
We are pleased to welcome Adamo Education as a proud sponsor of Global TV Talk Show.
The concept of a microschool is the reimagining of the one-room schoolhouse. My name is Tamara Becker. I'm the president and CEO of Adamo Education. The microschool concept really does not just lend itself to the personalization and the customization of learning, but also the social development and fostering that sense of love for learning. Unlike what we see in traditional brick and mortar schools, we have multiple grade levels in the same learning space. Students can be enriched by the socialization that they get, as well as the academic support from peers. What differentiates Adamo is the fact that we are taking the best pieces of brick and mortar, of digital, and then at-home learning. Students here can come 5 days a week. They can come 4 hours a day. It will really just depend on what is best for the student and for the parent. To enroll, just reach out via phone, text, or email, and we'll have that personalized conversation, and we'll be able to get you all set. Check us out at adamoeducation.org.
Become a global player in your field.
Cross Culture to Go provides virtual support for your global business and career success.
We can help you thrive in 140 plus countries and markets.
On the web at crossculturetogo.com.
So the reason it's open to men, but men are not allowed to the retreat, it's very easy yet, let me tell you. So this site is about women. We care about women. We want to empower women. We want women to embrace their condition as women that are, getting older. It's nature. Unless you die, you're going to go through it. And it's very important when you go through this change that we mentioned, that you might feel maybe you are not so sexy anymore. You might feel that men don't look at you so much. You might feel that your productivity, and that happens a lot and at the workplace. And we have a few ambassadors that talk about that, like the decline on productivity for a period during the time of transition in menopause. You might feel that, you look at the woman, at the woman in the mirror, and you go like, who's this, And so kind of all these changes, we want to help women to embrace them. But for that to happen, if these women have a partner at home, it's good that men understand what women are going through. Because like I said, it can create situations as some women get depression, some women get very irritable. So they might snap quicker than they used to. So if men cannot understand that his partner is going through this period and acknowledge that and be supportive, the only thing that's going to happen is that he is going to even put more pressure on the woman that's already under stress because of the situation. So we want to have men in our side because we want to educate men and to create awareness so they become better partners for their female partners. That's why. But obviously the retreat is a sisterhood gathering, men not allowed. Sorry.
That's okay. Anyway, I thank you very much, Mun, for being my guest today on Global TV Talk Show. It's very interesting. And I look forward to getting you the finished program link for your own use. And it'll be a few days. And then we're going to host sponsor it on globalbusinessnews.net and globaltvtalkshow.com and our YouTube channel, which gets a lot of hits. So I thank you again for being...
Can I just mention something quick?
Yeah, sure.
That we are organizing a charity art auction.
Oh,
and
okay.
We would like anyone listening to us now to feel free to participate. So this auction is going to be hosted by an art gallery, very nice one in Mexico, but everything is going to happen online. And if you want to subscribe, again, you go to our website and on the top it says how to support us. If you click there, you'll get the link to how to subscribe yourself. Subscribing, it's free. It doesn't mean that you'll have to buy. But then on the days of the auction, which, like I said, it's going to be online, you can bid online, you can decide to just buy something, and we get a big chunk of the sale, and that money is going to directly go into the project to help us continue growing and to help us continuing giving content to women and being able to just keep this project up. So that's the last thing I wanted to say. Thank you.
That's a fascinating, project, and it could be really successful for you guys, and it could become a case study at Harvard Business School. You never know. So, or in Berkeley. graceofnoage.com. That's the site. It's very interesting. It's a beautiful site. I've been on it more than once. Thank you again for being on Global TV Talk Show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And thank you everyone for listening.
Stay healthy. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us in the meeting room at Global TV Talk Show.
Have a wonderful day, and stay safe.